going to start off just opening. Daniel Scott, he tore his Achilles last week in practice. Tough break for him. Great competitor. Just really feel for him. He battled back to get back from his ACL, and then to have this happen to him again is tough. So wish him all the best in his rehab going forward.
You guys make a move at safety?
We're always looking at stuff. We're always looking.
How important the next 3 days? Why is this so important to get these guys together in this?
I think it's big. I think the message I told the guys, right, we're about communication right now, energy, tempo, competing, and then really finishing strong, heading into training camp. But these next 3 days are going to be big. We get the walkthroughs in the morning, practice in the afternoons. Will be big for our guys. So we're excited about that. I like where our team's at right now. We just got to finish it strong this week.
Shane, I saw something on Twitter, and Twitter does not have all truth, people, but I saw something that apparently Richardson gained 10 pounds maybe. Is that true? Did he come back heavier, and is that a design thing?
As far as I know, he weighs the same.
Told you.
Yeah.
Twitter sucks.
Yeah. All right.
Year two for you, how much as a coach are you looking forward to this time of year, these 3 days with these guys?
It's great. Mini camp, adding that extra walkthrough in the mornings and getting the practice in the afternoon is huge. But going into year two for myself, I'm just excited, grateful to be a part of this organization. Tremendous support by everybody. Again, the players, they make it happen week in and week out and day out. But I'm grateful and thankful for year two.
What do you want Anthony's plan to be here in the next month and a half as you guys break?
I think obviously he's got to have a detailed plan that we've talked about a little bit here and there. But he'll get away and throw with his guys. I'm sure the guys will get together this summer and throw. But he'll have a good plan heading into the summer break and then coming into training camp for sure.
Shane, I know not to get ahead of ourselves, but at the end of the week, you cut them loose for a month or whatever. What kind of message do you send to the guys, if at all, just about being smart or whatever?
Yeah, it's be smart. Take a little time away, relax your minds. But, be ready to come back ready to roll. Because when it starts, it gets here and it's go time. So get a little time away after we break, and then when they come back, just make sure your bodies and your minds are ready to go.
You had some time here watching Anthony out on the field. What have been your initial thoughts after someone coming from a surgery like that and what you've seen from the past 3 weeks?
It's really excitement. Coming off that shoulder injury and the way he's attacked his rehab and going into all these offseason program deals and practice and just the way he's been in meetings around the building, around with the guys, taking ownership in everything he does, especially in walkthroughs, making sure we're wired up in there. He's been tremendous, so really looking forward to the season with him.
What's the next step for Rodney Thomas, Nick Cross, and just that free safety spot?
Yeah, I think just growth, really, more than anything. I think that's all guys, just getting better every day and growing as players. Communication on the back end, going into, year 2, year 3 in the system with Gus being here. The communication should be pretty darn good over there. So I'm excited about that with all those guys.
So that's a tough situation with Scott.
Yeah.
What message did you try to send to him? What would you try to say to him if it helped?
I mean, really just hang in there, He's a pro now. Even when he got hurt last year, he was at every practice. He had a script in his hand. He was taking mental reps, and then he was doing a hell of a job out here in OTAs. And then to have that happen to him again, I mean, it's a tough break. And I think, with anything, when stuff like that happens, just having a positive mindset, as hard as it is. You see guys that come back from injuries. It happens. You never want it to happen back-to-back years, right? But you've seen guys that have injuries throughout their careers, major injuries. It's a bump in the road for him, and he's going to have a positive outlook on it and attack that rehab like we all know he's going to.
You mentioned Pitt was okay last week and could have practiced. Will he practice this week?
No, we're going to hold him out this week as well, just for precaution. That's it. Get him ready for training camp. Yeah, for sure.
What have you seen from the corners that has kept you guys away from making that move?
Well, I think all those guys, obviously we drafted 2 young guys, but with Jalen Jones, Dallas, and Juju, they're long, rangy guys that are physical when they get up and press. They got good vision. I love those guys. It's a good room, good competition there. It's going to be some good competition, obviously, in minicamp. We're going to be going to OTAs, but going into training camp is going to be big for all those guys.
Shane, there was a report that you guys looked into trading for Justin Jefferson in the offseason. Is there anything you can say on that?
I mean, he's a good player. I brought probably 31 other teams before I tried to trade for Justin Jefferson, but I got no comment on that. Yeah.
Shane, this spans before you, but team has had slow starts to the season.
Yeah.
Have you looked into that at all and tried to, I don't know, alter practice schedules or do anything differently?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, the goal is to start fast every year. You want to start fast. It's not like anyone's ever trying to start slow. Yeah, you look into schedule stuff, but really you got to do everything you can possible to be great on Sundays, you know, whether that is schedules or how you practice and just finishing out games in the fourth quarter. You know, we had so many one-score games last year. Obviously won about half of those, but we got to finish those games out, especially early on in the season, start fast.
So you'll follow a similar script to what you did last year?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there'll be little nuances here and there for sure, but yeah, we definitely got to start fast this year.
You mentioned a couple more preaching to the players get some rest and relax a little bit. Will you allow yourself to do that a little bit?
I will. I try to detach the first 2 weeks. You know, we got five and a half weeks. The first 2 weeks, I'll try to detach completely, and then you know, get my mind ready to go again.
Do you like map that out? Do you any other coaches kind of figure out what you should do since this is your first like true off season, I guess?
Yeah, a little bit. I kind of mapped it out actually this past week in my office, just kind of what my plan's going to be in the summer. Just, you know, team meeting, messaging, what I'm going to say to the guys during training camp, going through cut-ups, getting cut-ups situated on a daily basis. So I have a routine in the mornings for myself after I take my little break there.